Hello, my name is Silvia Pavoni, economics editor of The Banker, reporting from Panama City during the Inter-American Development Bank annual meeting here in the country. And I'm talking to Robert Williams, who heads Scotiabank's operations in Panama. So Robert, the IADB is in Panama City. I know that it's really good news for the country and for its financial center. What is your view on the relevance of having the IADB here?
Well, I can tell you that I find that IDB's visit to Panama is a very positive visit for the country. I would say that the fact that they're here sort of promotes the country, the international banking center that the country has been promoting to the rest of the world, to Latin America primarily, but to the entire world. I know there's been a big focus on the part of the government, the superintendent, to invite other financial institutions and to look at Panama as a potential hub for the region or for the world. So having the IADB here actually helps in that goal on the part of the government to try to achieve. So that's a very positive thing. In addition to that, I would say that the IADB helping the government or providing financing to the government for their infrastructure projects. We know they've been working together very well, so having them here also re-emphasizes the fact that the IADB is interested in seeing Panama develop these infrastructure projects, and that too is a good thing. And we, as a bank, obviously enjoy the fact that the IADB has decided to have their governors meeting here and their conferences here, because we can participate in that. And we are partners in the IADB in a couple of transactions where they've provided a guarantee for the government, and we've been able to, as a result of that, provide some additional financing for infrastructure projects. So all those things are the positive things that we see with the IADB here in Panama, and we're very happy to have them here.
And obviously infrastructure financing is a key element of developing the infrastructure of the region, and it's very important for many of the banks present here. Can you tell me a bit more about your involvement in this business?
Yeah. Similar to other international banks that have put their eye on Panama, given their extraordinary growth over the last couple of years. I think that we were doing a calculation the other day. Panama has been growing at an average of anywhere between 7.3 to 7.5 GDP growth over the last 10 years, which is, if not the highest, probably one of the highest of Latin America. Obviously, infrastructure plays an important role in that, because it brings foreign investment into the country, and it sets the stage for Panama to be able to continue growing, right? So in that sense, Scotiabank has been participating in infrastructure projects here, along with other international banks. We're, I would say, an important player. We like to work with the government in their projects. They've come up with a series of financings and structures that are quite original, and the IADB has been providing some guarantees, and we participated with them in that. So we're very happy with that, and we want to continue being part of the growth of Panama and its development.
And the financial center is certainly part of the country that is growing really fast. There is a really high number of banks, both international and local, and so it's quite lively. So we just saw the recent acquisition of HSBC by Bancolombia, so a new entrant in this market. How do you see Scotia's role in the future of Panama's financial center? What are your objectives? What are your ambitions?
Scotiabank has been in Panama since 1974, so we will be 40 years in market next year. So we're definitely committed with this market. We find that, and we're very happy to be in this market during this time when it's growing so well. In terms of the competition, yeah, there are just over 90 banks in market. Important to note that there's approximately about 45 banks with a general banking license, and the rest have either international or rep office licenses. But it's a very interesting market because it's the population of the country is not that large. It's around 3.5 million people, and yet there are almost 100 banks in market. But there's plenty of development, plenty of sort of consumption by part of the population as a result of the fact that the unemployment here in Panama is so low. So there's a lot of jobs, and people are benefiting from all of that investment in the country. And as a result of that, we are growing in our corporate and commercial book. We're growing also in our retail book, and we're also growing in our wealth management unit. So those are three key business lines that we continue to grow with and plan to continue growing with here in Panama. We are now seeking to expand our retail branch network. We currently have 12 retail branches here, and we want to take it to 20 within the next 24 to 36 months. We're excited to do it, and we're also growing in terms of new products. We've just invested an important amount of money in our online banking system to improve it, to take it to market, right, so that we're more competitive. And another branch, non-branch channels that we've been focused on and we continue to grow on.
Very good. So obviously lots of plans, and I know that your competitors are planning to grow as well. So it's going to be a really active and, again, lively market to report from. So thank you very much for your comments.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.